How's it going, everyone? I want to talk about the Gordon multi-tool that Harbor Freight's selling. This is a before you buy. It's very cheap, $39.99, so that's pretty impressive. But let's see what you get with this as opposed to the Wave. The Leatherman Wave's coming in at $119.95 on Leatherman's website. I forgot the pocket clip. This one has the pocket clip to charge. But this is very similar to the Gordon. The difference between the Gordon and the Wave is the Gordon has 5CR 15 M0V steel. I had to look at this up, and it's very similar to 420HC steel, which is found in the knife. And yeah, the knife on this, the multi-tool, on the Wave. So the difference is it's used mostly, that 5CR 15M0V is mostly used on kitchen knives, it says. It's the Chinese version, or so they say on the web, of 1.4116 steel. So the difference between that, I had to look on knifenerds.com. And if you look up 1.4116 steel, which is the knife blade, the toughness is 2.5 out of 10. So it can be very brittle, which means it'll chip. It can chip if you use it a lot. Edge retention, which means how well it cuts, how many times you can cut without sharpening it. It's a 2.5 out of 10. Corrosion resistance is pretty good, so that means it won't really rust too bad. Is an 8 out of 10. Say like you're in New England or saltwater or something like that. So that's an 8 out of 10. So if you compare that to 420HC, which is found in the Wave, this is the Leatherman Wave, the toughness is a 9 out of 10, which is superior, far superior. So the toughness on the other one, the 5CR15, was a 2.5. So that means this is not gonna be as brittle, the 420HC. Now the edge retention is exactly the same at 2.5 out of 10. So that means you can, sharpen it. It doesn't hold an edge that well, but you can sharpen it. Corrosion resistance is exactly the same as well, 8 out of 10. So you're getting the same thing, so it's not gonna rust as easy. So the only thing you're losing if you go from the Wave to the Gordon is the toughness. So it can chip pretty easily, that's what they're saying. So if you compare that to the S30V blade, so say you stepped up S30V blade, which is found on the Charge, the toughness is a 4 out of 10. So it's better than the 1.4116 steel or the 5CR15. Since it's equivalent. It's a 6 out of 10 on edge retention, which is really nice. You can keep cutting without worrying about sharpening it. And corrosion resistance is a 7.5 out of 10 on this, the Charge, the S30V blade. So that's just something to consider. Now, let's see here. The weight of this, the Leatherman Wave, is coming in out without the pocket clip, 8.543 ounces. They said the Gordon was 8.55 ounces, so it's pretty identical, and now it's with the pocket clip. So this didn't come with a pocket clip. You could see I had a pocket clip. I put it on the Charge instead. But that's something to note. This is actually lighter because of the G10 scales. It should be lighter. It's like 8 ounces. It should be 8 ounces, but with the pocket clip, it's more. So that's something to note. Leatherman Wave has better steel, in my opinion, than the Gordon. Another thing to note is that the on the website, the Gordon multi-tool for $39.99 is 90-day warranty. I saw some people saying it's lifetime, but I don't see that. If you buy online, I see 90-day warranty. On the Leatherman Wave, it is 25-year warranty, unless you are one of those exclusive members, then it's more. So that's something to note. Let me see what else. So yeah, this doesn't even come with a pocket clip, the Wave for $119.95, and the Gordon does. You get very, very similar sheath as well with the Gordon. So that's really nice. They included that. And this even says it's made in China, the sheath. So it's very, very similar, which is, actually, this is one of my favorite sheaths. This is what the, I think the rebar came with, and the, what else did it? I think the Charge came with it, and the Crunch. So that's pretty cool, and it just has a vertical mount for your belt. So that's really nice as well. And then some of the tools that you get on the Gordon, you get an upgrade, which was pretty shocking. So you actually get the Charge upgrade on the Gordon. So you get the, see this gut hook? On the Leatherman Wave, you don't have that hook. So that's pretty awesome. Really nice feature to have. I love that. Size is pretty damn close from the Wave to the Gordon. I mean, you got the knife blade. What was the knife blade? Let me see. I thought it was 3 inches on the, yeah, it's 3 inches here on the Wave, but I think it's slightly smaller on the Gordon. I think it was like 2.5 inches. So you get more length on the Wave. So that's something to note. The saw, very aggressive, but you do have a saw on the Gordon as well. So that's something to note. We talked about that, the serrated blade. And honestly, it does have a diamond coated file, which was pretty impressive on the Gordon. So you have a diamond coated file and then a metal crisscross file here. And then this is actually more aggressive on the Gordon at the bottom. So that's pretty nice as well. So the Leatherman, or the Gordon, has a glass breaker, which they built in over here. So you could just hit, you know, glass with it if you wanted to. That's pretty impressive. That's one thing the Wave is missing. So that has that. It does have bronze washers too, so it's actually very smooth and easy to use. It has these serrations too, so everything locks. So if you look in the interior of the tool, the pliers look the same. This, as you can see, is not interchangeable, so the pliers are very, very identical. Very close. And you got this Eagle Claw can opener, bottle opener combo with a wire stripper. So that's very, very similar to the Gordon. This is actually superior on the Leatherman Wave, is the bit, you know, the bit exchanger, which you can have a flat screwdriver on one side and a Phillips on the other. Leatherman actually carries these on a, I forgot to get it. It's like a sheath, and you can carry these flat drivers. But Gordon kind of copied that in a way. It's not as nice. It won't stay in as well. I believe it's magnetic too. So this is better, in my opinion. The scissors looked very similar as well. Spring loaded, that's fine. And flat screwdriver, pry bar looks fine, same. And you have this, this actually, they had the same thing too, with the mini driver, which is awesome. And then you have this, the mini flat driver on one side. So they have that. They also have a ruler. You can see the ruler here on the Gordon, which is nice. So all in all, I'm interested to, you know, maybe get my hands on one of those Gordons. But as you can see, the steel is different. I just wanted to show you guys on Knife Nerds from their graph. KnifeNerds.com had it. So this is 420 HC steel on the Wave, and you got, they said it's comparable to 1.4116 steel, the 5CR15M0V steel. They said they use it on kitchen knives a lot. Very similar, the edge retention and the corrosion resistance, but the toughness, so it could, it could be brittle. It could break, not break, but chip. It's very easy to chip the knife if you use your knife a lot, so that's something to note. Weight is very close as well, 8.5. I believe the length of the tool too is very, very similar. This is coming in at 4 inches. I think they said 4 too. This is about a 1/2 inch here, and wide you got 1.25 or so. So it's very, very similar to the Gordon dimension wise. It's very cool though that you have, a glass breaker. You have a lot of other features that the Wave is missing, such as the gut hook as well. Yeah, very, very interesting. But this comes with a 25-year warranty. The Gordon, which is Harbor Freight's, comes with a 90-day warranty. So it's like, do you want to risk it? But it'd be fun to just beat up, see how it goes, and yeah. And it comes with a pocket clip, which is pretty interesting. I'm wondering if they'll come with the sheath, the bits, the flat bit drivers, the sheaths, because that would be kind of cool if they just came with that. Not come with it, but sell it. I wonder how much it would be, like $10 or something. But yeah, it's kind of cool for, someone just getting into multi-tools. That's what I would do, is if I'm getting into multi-tools, I'd probably, check it out, Gordon multi-tool for $39.99. Especially when they have sales, like 10% off, or they have the 20% off too. But I would definitely jump on that if you don't want to spend the money. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this was informative. Maybe my next video will be comparing the two, Gordon versus the Wave. Alright, thanks guys. Take care. Thumbs up, much appreciative.